Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Angela Brennan and today I'm going to be using the Spellbinders Be Bold Color Block Hello You die. It comes with a big hello die like this, a big block die, and a tiny U. So it's Hello You. It can be Hello You, Happy Birthday, Hello You, Let's catch up soon, Hello You, long time no see. Many versions you can do. Now this die has not been released yet. So on the 23rd of October, there was a round the world card making event, which I joined, and I got an early view, or I've managed to get these dies early on, and a couple of others which I'll share in subsequent videos. But this was my favorite product in all of the 6 products I received. This Hello die, they've released different variations of this Hello die. I think we've got Christmas and got Love. I don't have those, but I think with these I'm going to do many cards, and I will be having many cards in this video. As you'll see, I got carried away. It's a very therapeutic die to use, so you can use it constantly. The only decision you need to make when you use this die is what color combinations you need to do, what colors you need to use. Now, there are many. You can go monochromatic, you can go complementary, triadic. I go quite a few. So let me start. Let me do some die cutting, choose my colors, do some die cutting, and I'll show you how I put this card together. Put one card together. I decided to use complementary colors, so I picked glitter pad. So the thing about this memory box glitter shimmering cardstock, the glitter does not come off on your hand. You can do that and it won't come off in a hand. That's what I like about this glitter card. So I used the Graceful Garden glitter pad, and I chose 4 colors, but I also dyed the die Hello in gray, light gray cardstock, because I'm not sure whether this will be too bright. So I thought if it gets too bright, I can use some gray to tone it down. But I do love the shimmer in this card. This is the size of a mini slim card, so the die itself is 3¼ inches by 6¼ inches. So it's 3½ to 6½ to make a mini slim card, a mini slimline card. First I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some base cards to put. So you can actually make either 4 or 5 cards, depending. I'll probably end up making about 3 or 4 cards from this. You get your 2 for 1, your 3 for 1. This is about 4 or 5 for 1, depending on the number of colors you choose. If you choose 4 colors, you can end up doing 4 cards, 5 colors, 5 cards, 3 colors, 3 cards, and so on. When I cut the base stock, I'm going to cut it slightly, probably just a smidgen off 6¼ inches, and a little bit less than 3. I don't want it to stick up, so even if it's a little bit shorter, it's okay, because I'm going to put it on the base card. So this is where I'll start attaching the alphabets and the inlays as well. I'm going to cut a few of this. Before we get started on that, let me show you the card that I made. So here I've chosen 4 colors, and I ended up making 4 cards. Now the colors here are quite not as, there's one metallic card, not quite metallic card, but more of a slight sheen, iridescent gold card that I've used here. Other than that, the cards are quite light in color, the teal. So you've got 2 light and 2 a bit strong colors. So I kind of used all of it for the inlays, ended up with 4 cards. I do like how they've turned out. And I'm going to put a U. I haven't stuck the U down, but here I could put U, and I'm thinking what other sentiments I can put. I'll put a U here, and I'll put another sub-sentiment here, and maybe a bit of a flower or something. I haven't decided yet, but that's this are the base cards. Once I've done a couple of examples, then I will show how I assemble the cards at the end. But this is kind of an example of what we're trying to do here. So I've got a few examples, a few of base here. I've got some black and some white, but it doesn't really matter what it is because it's all going to go. So what I will do is I will take 4 for now, 4 colors, and see how I'm going to place them. So here I have really bright hello here. This is a really bright 4 cards here. Now I can choose to put the inlays of these. So I'm going to do one and see how it looks. So I can choose to do this. Let me put one with this and then we'll come back and see how it looks. So here I've done 2 versions. Here I've inlaid the hello with all the bright colors, and here I've just put a gray inlay. Now you probably think, why didn't you just use a gray card at the back? But somehow the inlaying and putting it together like a puzzle, it looks better than just putting a gray card at the end. I mean, that's kind of what I like, but you could just put a card at the end and just leave it blank if you want. Now I'm not too sure that I want to go with that gray color, so I'm going to go and try and get another color and see how it goes. After much deliberation, this is the combination I came up with. So I've got quite a few extra alphabets, but I wanted to do a mixture of this card. So I found my this is another shimmering cardstock frosted glitter pad, and I used the white, was it? Okay, I don't even have any more of that, but yeah, I used the white, which is quite a nice frosty color, and I put that in the background of this. And here I put a combination of beige, very light, darker beige with light gray, just to mix it up. So that's a combination here. And here I decided to go with the glittery card, but I used more of the orange, because that's the lighter one, and only where the orange is where I put. So I thought it's a better mix. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be using all this, but I can put it for another project. But that's kind of where I am now. So let me show you how I stick one, and then we'll see how we make that into, I'll start converting everything into cards. I tend to use liquid glue for this, or what you could do is you could put an adhesive sheet there and then just stick it on. But I find this just as easy, so I'm just going to adhere this. Now, as I adhere the alphabets, I'm going to put the inlay at the same time. So stick it right to the bottom, so you know it's going to be straight. So it's slightly going to overhang here, slightly, because I cut it slightly smaller, but it doesn't matter because you're going to put on a base card. So what I'll do here is I'll immediately put this in so I can make sure it fits, because sometimes the there's this one shimmery card. So what I'll do is I'll just back it up with some foam to give it a bit of dimension, and then put it onto its base card. Here's all the cards I completed. So there's this one where I used all the shimmered paper, and these two where I used different backgrounds, one with a little bit of beige and light grey. And that's the second one. And here I used the shimmery paper, again from Memory Box, just a white, I think it's called frosted glitter paper pad. That's right, that looks pretty. And here, because I didn't use all the inlays, I decided to put hello in black and white. Because I did this, I had the white. I think the H and the E together black was just too much, so I popped the E up with an white frosted paper pad. These are the cards I've done. This is another color combo I did, but this one the first one I'm going to start doing is I'm going to use this stem set. It's from Darkroom Door. I'm going to use this Classic Cars Volume 2. I'm going to use this car, This card, it's got 1969. It's the year my brother was born, so I thought I'll make him a card. His birthday's not till February, but I think this will be a good card for him. So I'm going to put the card here, and then I'll put you, hello you, and then I'll put the sentiment, happy birthday to an old classic. I think that's quite sweet. So let me do that. I'm probably going to use black because the colors are quite pastel. Black will really stand out. So here we go. Instead of inlaying, I'm going to try and do a background of distress oxide inks. I'm thinking this background, so it needs tumble glass, peacock feathers, blueprint sketch, as well as chipped sapphire distress oxide inks. I'm going to do that kind of a blend and then put the alphabets on it. So I don't need to do the inlay. So let me do that. So I have cut this is Bristol cardstock, Strathmore Bristol cardstock, and I've cut it to 1/4 inch wider on the width and the length, and then I can cut it off because when you blend the edges get a little bit darker, so I thought I can have a nice clean cut before I place it behind the alphabets. Here are all the cards I've completed using this die, this bold block hello die, color block die from Spellbinder. Now there are 25 cards here. I'm going to show you in batches. So the first batch I made 5 cards. So it's a 5-in-1 kind of card. So if you look here, I chose 5 colors. I think this die, the hardest bit is choosing the colors, but I chose 5 colors here. I think these colors are quite complementary to mail cards. It's hard to send out mail cards, so I think these colors are quite complementary. Doesn't mean you can embellish it differently and send it to a girl as well. So if you want to send it to a girl, you can add some flowers, etc. So here I've just put foliage and just used whatever sentiment stems I have. Some I left it without sentiments because I thought I could depend what the sentiment is, what the occasion is, and then add the sentiment. And some of it I have added sentiments already. So it's really up to you. Now these cards, I've cut out the base card to be 3¼ inches by 6¼ inches. So exactly to fit the cover, the base of this the card panel, that is. I didn't leave any extra space around because I thought that would be just nice. And this fits into a mini slimline envelope quite comfortably. So there you go. It fits quite comfortably. And you don't have to get a different envelope. Oops. Get a different envelope for it. So this is one combination I did, and I really like this combination because I think it's really sweet. Now, if you have difficulty finding out what colors to do, you can go and look at color palettes that are on the internet. There's quite a few available. Now here you saw me do this card, so this one I stamped it earlier. So I ended up making 4 other cards with this. So here you can see I use the embossing folder to emboss the alphabet so it stands out from the background. I really like the look of that. Here I use a different embossing folder. This is, I think, the angled mosaic, and here is probably the beautiful Burgundia. The embossing folders I use are from Altenew. And this is a flowers and leaves embossing folder, and this is the beautiful Burgundia. And some of it I've got hot foiled sentiments, sub-sentiments if you like, and some of it I've done some heat embossing. So I mean, not all of it's from Spellbinders. Some of it's from, this one is from, I think, Darkroom Door. This one is from Simon Says Stamps. So just look in your stash and just put sentiments. So these are four cards I made with this, because these 4 cards, because I use 4 colors. You can see I've repeated the colors here. So 4 colors, you get 4 cards. 5 colors, you get 5 cards. I didn't follow that theme for everything, but this one, I used 5 colors and I got 5 cards. I really like this one. It's so colorful, so bold, and I love it. I just like the sheen of this. And these are great. These are memory box cards from the glitter pad, and it doesn't shed. Look at that. I like glitter that doesn't shed. So I'll put all the details in my blog on what cards I use, etc. But I really like this. They call it frosted glitter or glitter pad, shimmering colors. Beautiful. So this one, I kept all the background the same. So I just used a white, and I used some of that here. So here, to break up the colors, I used black, but to break up the H and the E, I put a white here, a white E. And this is the only one I put all the glittery colors. So I kept the sentiment really simple because, you know, the colors are bright enough. And these two, I added some darker neutral colors in the background and kept the sentiment with a slight offset of silver metallic card. So yeah, so these are the 5 cards that I got from this particular color combination. Now the next one, I think I've only got two cards. I thought too many, so you could end up making, because this one I used only 3 colors. But you could end up making 3 cards, but I think I ended up only with 2 cards. Now here, I used one of the Spellbinders Christmas Bloom, I think it's called. As I said, all the details will be in my blog, so do head over there and see the products that I've used. And this one is from their mini Christmas greetings. I just embossed it in gold, and I used their gems. So here I just kept all the colors quite neutral, and I decided to put one L with an embossed look. I really like the look of this card. Now this card, because it's quite dimensional, it may not fit into this envelope. Well, if you fit it in this envelope, you're going to kind of squash this. So I don't know if you remember, a little while ago, I had the slimline envelope creator. I'll link the video where I did that and how I created this. And you can either use a belly band and put more embellishments here, like little flowers here, or you could just seal this envelope like an envelope and just use it like an envelope. So if you put it into this kind of, because it's got a little bit of a depth, so it gives you a bit of cover for your dimensional cards. So this one, I'll probably put it in an envelope like this. It's an slimline envelope creator from one of the large dies in the last couple of months. I'll put a link in the blog and you can have a look at it. So again, this one I did the different L, which I embossed as well. kept this fairly simple with a dark blue contrasting color. So yeah, I had fun choosing the colors, I must say. I really had fun doing these cards. Now the next 4. So these 4, again, this one I use the I think the Sprigs, mini Sprigs and Blooms die cut and put some pool colored gems. Similar concept. This is some foliage die, so you could, this is more of a girl card with flowers. This one is foliage, so it could be a guy card. It really depends. So this one I had 4 colors, so I ended up making 4 cards. All these cards, you'll have detailed close-up pictures on my blog, so do head over there to look at it. And this one, I used 5 colors, but I ended up only making 3 cards. Why? Because I made a mess of some of the other alphabets by spilling some tea on it. But that's okay, I've got enough cards here. So here I just did quite a close colored complementary color with the sentiment. Here I chose this colored, teal colored background to put the sentiment. And here I just went with white. So again, you can be quite versatile by using the similar color combination. You can be quite versatile with your color combos on your card. And here are I did a couple of independent ones. So this one, I just did 1 card. The background I stamped with a waffle flower stamp, snowflake stamp, and even die cut 1 extra one to put here. And this is one of my sentiments. I think this is one of the sentiments from the mini Christmas greetings from Spellbinders, and put a contrasting U. So I wanted the E to be a different color because the H and E, if not, will blend together. So if you look at this one here, if it's the same color, you can't see the delineation of the 2 alphabets. So I tend to put the E in a different color. And here I just stamped it with VersaFine. Then I'll use some distress ink to color a little bit, and also did some splatters on it in the background. So that's why I kept these colors quite neutral with a little bit of a polka dot for my scraps. Really, this I die cut that. So you don't have to die cut the entire thing. You just can die cut bits that you need. You just need to put your scraps against the alphabets that you want, and you can get individual alphabets on this one. And here I did some ink blending and splattered some water, and all the balance alphabets from all the various die cuts I did. Like this one, I did the E from here. I put the E here, and I think the other one, where was that? This one here, I had all the alphabets, extra alphabets. I put the H and the L here. So I just mixed and matched and did that. So it was quite fun. So I had an entire table full of alphabets and trying to mix and match. So it's really, really fun set. Now they've also got a Christmas and Love, which I don't have. I would love to get my hands on it, but I think I'm going for this world around the world card making event was quite a costly birthday gift, so I'm going to go with that for now. But I would love to get my hands on those, and I'm sure they'll come up with more, like maybe a congratulations or whatever. So you never know what's coming out. So please head over to my blog and check out all the cards, products I've used there. You can see the details, close-ups, everything there. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, and do remember to press the notification bell so you're alerted when a new video is uploaded. I hope you have fun crafting, especially with Christmas coming up. There's a lot of crafting to be done, and I'll be hopefully getting some videos out shortly. In the meantime, please enjoy crafting. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll catch you at my next video. Take care.